So, welcome, mentors. This is the Mentors Mastermind, and this is the new design that I have for my program. Hope this will be of some significance to you. This is Success to Significance, the new version. It is the second client. And who it is for? This is for high achievers ready to transition to significance, from success to significance. So, do you feel like you have hit a plateau despite your best efforts? Are you wondering why your visibility doesn't match your contribution? What would it take to feel deeply aligned, seen, and influential in your career? If these are the questions that is haunting you, then it is time for you for a second class. Let us discover the breakthrough pathways for how to achieve and how to reach to the top where we are intending to go. These are the pathways of unlocking identity, aligning intuition, and creating influence. These are the unique pathways that I have experienced in my career to make a significance. Significance doesn't mean accolades or awards or something like that, but it is the deep sense of contribution where we can help people grow so that that will be a legacy of uh, helping people to grow to the next level, achieve their potential. And how will we do it? We will take into account the reflective exercises, the tools, frameworks, the facilitation, and live exercises, whatever is applicable to that particular questions. And this will basically be based on your questions rather than me teaching anything. It will be based on your questions, your day-to-day dilemma, maybe. So, what will be covered in this offer is three tiers of career transformation. Whichever level you are, I have recognized and I have kind of differentiated the segments into three parts. One is like uh, people who are in self-doubt. They need inner grounding to reach the outer growth so that they can reach to from am I already there to I'm already becoming stage. The second segment will be the on-scene contributors who will be reaching to a stage of strategic voice of impact and their expression will be why can't they see my potential? Two, now they feel my leadership. And the third category, which is the most senior most category, will be from leading people, they are already leading people, to shaping legacy. From what is next to this is what I was meant for. So this discovery will be there. And this discovery, you have the right to discover about yourself. The facilitation will be here. This is the facilitation platform and hope this will kind of intrigue you into coming and being here, mentoring people, be part of the mentoring process as well. Let us do this exercise to decide the starting point. So here are some of the exercises like take what is the first thought that comes to you every Monday morning when you start the work. So the first exercise will be morning mirror exercise. What is the first thought you have every Monday morning when your work begins? So there are three choices out here. You can choose either A or B or C, depending upon your thing. The second exercise will be the silent jealousy. Who are you quietly envious of and why? So there are three choices here also. Take any of the choices that you want to take based on how you feel. Like A is someone who is super confident in interviews and gets noticed. Maybe that kind of segment that you are envious of. A colleague who is promoted even though I did more work, maybe this is the segment you will choose. The third will be a peer who left their job to start a movement or write a book. This may be the segment that you will choose. The third exercise that we will do is the question that won't go away. What is one question that keeps circling in your mind late? Am I good enough for bigger roles? Why can't they see the value that I bring? The third is, that is my purpose. What is my purpose now that I have made it? Maybe these are the questions. So, as I said, you have to list down your A's, B's, and C's, whatever choices you have got. And mind you, you can choose just one choice out of those three. Then the next exercise will be hallway with three rooms. So, which room would you choose? In each room, they are full of people like you. Which room are you drawn to? Room one will be potential. Room two is recognition. And room three is purpose. So again, choose your one option for this. And which room scares you and why? Keep this also in mind so that we can discuss further. The fourth exercise will be dream time machine. Go back 10 years. What were you chasing? Now go forward 10 years. What do you hope you are proud of? And what is the bridge between where you are right now and where you wanted to be, and where you want to go further? If there is some bridge to be made, what is that bridge that you need to build today and to get there? So choose A, B, C if based on your choice. And it is also very important to keep in mind as to where are you in that bridge, in which level. Then the fifth and final exercise is rapid fire check-in. To complete this sentence in 30 seconds, like success feels like dash, but deep down I wish it felt like dash. So your choices are a better job title, peace, meaning or impact, or belonging or growth, whatever. And you can do a permutation combination of it, and that is also acceptable. And that will also gives us, the focus point where we are. Thus, the physical clarity will be, sorry, this is the sixth exercise. What is on your desk or in your laptop screen that takes most of your time and energy? Ask yourself the questions. Are they helping me grow? Are they helping me get noticed? Are they helping me build a legacy? Ask these questions and you can take one of your choices. Would you like to share something on this? So that also we will be sharing as you take your choices. So use a notebook and write down your comments as you uh, take the exercises. Write down your comments and also write down your whys so that we can discuss on them. And based on that, we have to choose our track. The next is leadership postcard. Imagine your future self sends you a postcard from 3 years ahead. What does it say? Hey, finally, I feel confident showing up fully. Or, hey, I finally got that promotion. Or, hey, I'm mentoring a new generation of leaders. So take any of the choices that builds you. So write it, read it aloud, and share with a partner, then discuss. So this will be your baseline from where you'll choose. So people who are mostly have got A for their exercises, they will uh, they are likely to choose Ignite Leadership Growth Level, which is from self-doubt to inner grounding to outer growth. And these have, as I mentioned earlier, these will have three segments in its track. The first track will be Awaken, I mean self, in which we will cover resume as mirror of self-worth, interview confidence, show your deep thoughts, and workplace etiquette, quiet presence. The second segment will be Align, rewiring beliefs, in which will be discussing about performance tracking, text analytics, done with your frameworks for fast leadership opportunities, rewinding failure and feedback to winning stories, pause phrasing conflict and ambiguity, and setting your 1 year growth rate. The third segment will be express visibility emergence, uh, which is optimizing LinkedIn profile, continuous creation and becoming thought leader, engagement, not just broadcasting. In the earlier segment, we were broadcasting something, not focusing upon engagement, but in this segment, we will focus on engagement also, based on what people see and what they might be coming up with. So, based on their responses, this will be the next segment, and we will plan content for 1 year so that you can regularly post it. So, these are the three segments in one of the tracks, which is leadership growth. So, the result will be I have what it takes to grow here. That will be your endpoint, and you will be reaching to a leadership point. The second choice is, am I at the right place? If you are commonly or generally is worried of these questions, am I at the right place? Then this is the second track, which is influence, strategic voice. You will go from on-scene contributor to a strategic voice of impact. So there are three segments in here, which is reveal, positioning, reset, in which we will be dealing with turning your last three projects into one sentence, impact statements using numbers, because this will help in turn to improve your resume. You know, resume is the place where you can record all your achievements. That is the place to record your achievements, but you cannot dump details in your resume. That is why these impact statements are very, very important, because it also takes you to the readiness, interview readiness, and also speak to the world for strategic positioning or inspire somebody. They are not going to listen to your stories, no? Unless it is a storytelling kind of opportunity. So, how to inspire, how to tell people as to what you have done. This is why the impact statements are very, very essential. So, when I say impact statements, and impact statements are one line sentences, and those are uh, very crisp and very, very inspiring, very impressive. So, that is an exercise in itself. So, we'll position that in your resume. And then the second segment we'll be dealing with is before, after, and because. Rewrite tool to show transformation. Then list your five biggest workplace wins, rank them by business value. So actually, I am showing this so that you can do it yourself. But even if you do it all by yourself, you still will have some kind of doubt unless you have the habit, you have the community, and you have the mentoring to help you with what actually you have gained. Choose a leadership word, connector, navigator, and weave them into your resume. Rewrite your job title, senior manager to strategic growth partner. So that is also some thought points to ponder about. The second segment will be reclaim voice activation, like prepare three talking points before each meeting, reframe problems as possibilities, use mirroring, like NLP pacing during conversation with stakeholders, practice 2 minute updates using what we saw, what we learned, and what we are doing. Reflect on a recent meeting. When did you speak? When could you have? The third segment is recast, career pivot accelerator, in which we will be drafting your career story arc in three parts: routine, rise, and reposition. Then write one rejection story, reframe it into a redirection insight, map your transferable skills to three industries outside your current one, then create your own pivot resume. highlighting vision, not job duties. And use NLP future pacing, visualize the day after you get your dream role. So this is wish fulfilled kind of segment. So this is basically adding strategic values to your roles. So what are the strategic values? Like collective wisdom beats individual ego, simplicity scales better than complexity. You need to know, understand, realize, internalize about all these strategic values that you are adding to the workplace. That is how you will become a leader. So impact fast, revenue always. Diversity of expertise, unity of purpose, then speed over perfection, small time, big ripples, and entrepreneurs build better when they build with values. So the result with all these strategic values and repositioning, resetting your resume and your position, your contribution will see you to a stage where you will be a leader with strategic value. So that is what you had intended for in the segment when you chose it. So this will be the result. This is the second track. The third track is I have achieved. So what is next? Because you are a very senior leader, you have seen the world, you have seen ups and downs, and you have conquered them. Now what? What is the next? So this is the stage of illuminate, from leading people to shaping legacy. This also has three segments. First is identity signature, defining leadership identity, executive presence, thought leadership. Second segment will be distinct influence lab, in which you will be we'll be discussing like boardroom communication, influence across teams, building leadership signature. Now, and the third segment will be design, legacy blueprint, which is architecting leadership legacy, mentoring and multiplying future leaders, becoming a recognized industry voice. So the result will be I'm creating legacy impact for my industry and teams. So how do we do that? The methods will be like daily release, which I'll be releasing a 60-second video every day to uh, check out on them, and one mission per week for 9 weeks. When you come to the hackathon, which I call as a growthon, which is every week there will be one day when we'll be going through in detail as to what all we have done and how all we can improve. Self-paced with group accountability, because there is a group. You can share your improvements, developments, and seek guidance from the group. That is accountability also. Mission reflection thread, where members share action taken. That is very, very optional for you. You may or may not take. For live groups, 10 minutes debrief after each mission in group calls. So this will be the method of facilitate. Now you have to choose. This is all done. Let me stop sharing. And now this is this is the way to go forward. You have to choose one amongst them, and can now then only you can actually appreciate the daily releases that I release every day. And that's it. That's the whole program. So if you have any questions over this, you can tell me, you can ask me, and then also we can improve if there is some ambiguity going on out here. That's it. So thank you for watching. I'll be waiting for your questions. Thank you.